been saying, life can be a process of growing up or growing old. We have to make this distinction very clearly. Life can be a process of growing up or growing old. Growing old is adding years to your life. Growing up is adding life to your years. Either we add life to our years or years to our life. To add years to your life happens by default. But adding life to your years happens by a certain design. And the Lord has given us a divine software of how to add life to our years. Now, in adding life to our years, what does it really involve? It involves a certain level of deep awareness. If certain level of deep awareness is not there, then please understand, you may assume that you are growing up, where in fact you are only growing old. And therefore, the whole punchline of philosophy in one word, if you ask, is nothing but awareness. On the second level, how do you take this awareness and apply it into your daily life? Like a musician increases his awareness and converts sounds into a melody. Right? By sheer awareness, he converts sounds into a melody. So too also, an awakened person inside takes experiences which are nothing but sounds. With an awareful tone, you can put experiences into harmony or melody. And hence the Veda says, Raso vai saha. Your whole being can be Raso vai saha, extremely juicy. If you know not to change your experiences, because we are busy in changing the experiences. But what Gita offers is, change your inner state of being more than changing events in life. More than changing events in life, change your inner state of being. When you change your inner state of being, then you will find those experiences, like a musician, you will be able to put into a certain harmony which will create melody in life there, and that is what is called Raso vai saha. The Veda says your whole being is going to be Rasaha. So the whole game, friends, is of the word awareness. But this word awareness can also be a very, very mechanical term, a conceptual term, or not an existential term. Like how God has been a conceptual term for a lot of people, not an experiential term. God can be a concept or an experience. Love can be a concept or an experience. Bliss can be either a concept or an experience. And to know the distinction between a concept and experience, and keeping the vision to transform a concept into an experience, lies the very acuity of living life dexterously. It seems there was a very religious person who was spreading the message of God, everywhere. And therefore, his guru, his master, who taught him the ABC of God and religion, so he comes to him and says, you have spread the message of God so beautifully. As a token on your birthday, I'm going to give you a black Arabian horse as a gift, because this religious person was a lover of horses. Alright, and gives a beautiful black Arabian horse as a gift. And then this guru tells the Shishya, only one condition, this horse has been a very religious horse because it has been living with me. And therefore, the horse knows two jargons. If you want the horse to gallop, you have to say, oh God. And if you want to gallop faster, you say, oh God, oh God, oh God, and it starts galloping. But whipping the horse is not going to help. If you want the horse to stop there, pulling the reins is not going to help. You have to say hallelujah. And the moment you say hallelujah, abruptly it will stop there. So to run, you have to say what? Oh God. And to stop, you have to say hallelujah. Both very religious terms they are. And therefore this man said, I have learned so many scriptures, So what is so difficult about these two terms? So he sits on the black Arabian horse because he's a lover of horses. He sits on it and says, "Oh God," and the horse starts galloping, galloping, galloping. He says, "Oh God, oh God, oh God." Like a lightning speed, the horse gallops and gallops and gallops. He gets into a state of euphoria. He can't even imagine that this is happening because lightning speed is going. Then he remembers and becomes aware the horse is going at such lightning speed. It appears it has not got the intelligence to slow down when it is on the edge of a cliff, because the edge of a cliff, and therefore he presses his panic button and pulls the reins. It is going on the edge of a cliff on lightning speed. He pulls the reins. It is not stopping. Then fortunately his memory worked. To stop you have to say hallelujah, and he says hallelujah, and abruptly it stops. My God, it says it works. It stops. And right at the edge of the cliff, he looks down thousands of feet down. One mistake means 1 second his memory would have gone down the lane. He turns up and says, "Oh God, thank you." And it gallops. Even the word "oh God" is so mechanical. I'm trying to convey this word. The word "go God" is mechanical. Now please understand this very clearly. And this is what Lord Krishna goes on saying. And for personal excellence, you should note the distinction very clearly. A menu card is not the biryani. Menu card is not the idli. On the menu, idli is written. You can't eat that. Idli you have to order. So too a word is only a concept. And if the verses of the Gita, please see, are not concepts, they are words, but unless you convert it into your experience, please see, it is not going to help. The greatest catastrophe to religion has happened is, we have all heard this, it has become words, it has become concepts, it has become dogmas, it has become opinions, it has become belief systems, but please, it has not become an experience. And this is the greatest harm we are doing to religion, is we convert into a belief system. We have tremendous respect to the Gita, but are you living the Gita is the most important thing to bring about personal excellence. You talk of love, but every action is other than love. Love is that which unifies, and then we start talking of division. I am this caste, are you, which caste are you? I am this religion or this one, and therefore the whole catastrophe has happened. And therefore right at the outset, friends, in these 4 days, I want you to be aware that the word Gita, the word God, should not just become a concept. It should not be a conceptual understanding. It should be an existential understanding. And we will see in these 4 days, why is that we listen to so much? Why that listening does not bring about a transformation in us? We listen to so many courses of the Gita, read the Bhagavad Gita. Why it does not become a process of an inner alchemy is all because we have not created a spiritual apparatus. Please understand, for this alchemy to happen, right, just listening is not going to be enough. Atmavare shrotavyam, first learn to listen. Then you have to manthavyam, you have to learn to reflect. Then nididhyasitavyam, you should learn to meditate. When you are listening, right, then reflecting and meditating and living it, please understand, a spiritual apparatus has to be created. Now right now I am talking, there is an apparatus called this mic, which makes it audible for these thousands of people who are listening here. So therefore, please understand, people listen, and unless a spiritual apparatus is not created, which is called as antakarna shuddhi, if this apparatus is not created, whatever we listen becomes words, words becomes concept. Concept is not the thing, the word is not the thing, the description is not the described. Jiddu Krishnamurti used to say, the word is not the thing, the description is not the described. And therefore, friends, now this word awareness should not become a concept. Awareness should be a moving skill. It should be a moving skill in us. And therefore, one of our ancient texts there we have a beautiful story. Please reflect on this. Through examples, I'll try to convey to you a beautiful story. All right, it seems there was a king, very respected king there. Please digest this example. Very, very respected king. All right, and he had a fakir, he had a guru who had a monk. His guru, a fakir he was, he used to come every day, give him a forest fruit, a wild forest fruit. Now when you look at a forest fruit, it looks very gross. It is not like apple or sapota, a forest fruit. So when the guru gave it, he took it there, and when the guru went, he just threw it in the basement. He threw it in the basement. Every day the guru used to come and give him a wild forest fruit. He looks at it and puts it in the basement. And this happened 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. And one day this person said, hey, I'm just putting in the basement. Now I have to throw from the basement itself. The king thought. Alright, so when the fakir gave him once again a fruit there, he said, okay, when the fakir went away, the guru went away, he gave the fruit to his monkey. He had a palace monkey, he gave it to the monkey. The monkey started eating the fruit. When he started eating the fruit opened and there was a huge diamond. There was a huge diamond. And then a Jnanodaya happened, an enlightenment happened. And what is that? My God, all along my guru has been giving me fruit. I have been thinking it is a wild fruit, a gross fruit. Alright, I am putting in the basement, but in the fruit is a diamond. And I have been only seeing the outer layer, I have not been seeing the inner layer. What a mistake I have made. He rushes to the basement. When he rushes to the basement, opens the fruits, open the fruit, and every fruit there is a diamond, 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 diamond. And then he realizes how he has been discarding the wonderful gifts, right? The guru has been giving. There is a diamond, and I have been only seeing the outer layer. I have not seen the inner layer. With tears in his eyes, he takes his horse, gallops to the guru, bows down to him, apologizes to him, and the guru blesses him and says, friend, this is what exactly is happening to humanity. God every moment is blessing us with an experience, Every moment there's an experience. But this experience, we see the periphery, we see the outer layer, we see it is like a wild fruit, but we miss the message which is hidden in the experience. Every moment in your marriage, in your divorce, in giving birth to a child or your child even passing away, right? Every experience, when you see the outer, it appears to be a wild fruit. But if you go deep inside, there is a divine message which is giving. This is the message I want to convey to you through this. Now, if you want to know the deeper meaning, much more deeper meaning than this, meet me 12 o'clock in the graveyard. And this guru appeared to be a tantric, and this person was shocked to meet 12 o'clock in the graveyard. I am only telling you because you are Veera Vikramaditya. You are Vikramaditya, you are a courageous person of a different quality. So therefore, if you have courage, true to your name, Vikramaditya, meet me 12 o'clock, right, midnight, in the graveyard. So Vikramaditya's first message was, he got wonderful experience. Every experience is a wild fruit, look inside. Then he said, come and meet me. Why in a graveyard? Why midnight? And he looked like a very highly tantric, the guru was. Right? But anyway, being Vikramaditya, the story goes, this ancient Indian story goes, this person goes all the way. Right? He goes in the graveyard, extremely dark. He goes, then he sees this tantric with dead bodies. On dead bodies, the story goes. On dead bodies, he is doing this, and then he recognizes Veera Vikramaditya and then says, right, now, if you can go a little more deeper, you will find a tree, you will find bodies get hanging and connect towards a tree. Right? I want you now to cut the hanging body hung to the tree, and you should be one very alert,
Second, very silent. You should not talk, you should be aware. You should be very alert and you should be in mauna, you should not talk. Alright, then you should cut the dead bodies hanging, the bhutas hanging to the tree, and keep it on your shoulder and come and meet me here. Now it is more confusing. That's why people don't go to gurus, they confuse you more and more. And I always tell, whenever a guru confuses you, be happy. Because a buffalo does not get confused. Only human beings get confused. If you go to a buffalo and say, I love you, it will say, I hate you. But somebody tells you, I love you, you get utterly confused. In spite of me, you love me. So therefore, we are a thinking being. And since we are a thinking being and confused, so he was confused. But then being Veera Vikramaditya, and that one message he learned, right, in every experience, see the diamond hidden, was itself a great awakening to him. The story goes, Veera Vikramaditya goes, it seems he goes deep into the forest. He goes deep to the point, and then he sees a tree with all bhutas hanging, skeletons, bhutas hanging there and connected to the tree. So now Veera Vikramaditya, the story goes, and I'm sure some of you would have read this, but I'm giving you a deeper meaning towards it. He takes the sword, cuts the connection between the bhuta and the tree there, cuts it. When it cuts there, one of the bodies starts laughing. They starts laughing. Then Veera Vikramaditya says, why are you laughing? And the moment he says, why are you laughing? Again, why? It gets connected to the tree. Because what is the condition? You should be aware and you should be in silence, mauna. Silence is relax and also silence. Right. Then he realizes he is not supposed to talk. Right. Again, he cuts it there, the connection, puts on the shoulder and goes. And you'll find so many stories which many of you would have read. Right. And the shoulder Veera Vikramaditya was taking, then what happens? The Bhuta starts telling riddles, gives beautiful stories, riddles it starts giving. And the riddles are so beautiful, so intellectually stimulating. Right? Veera Vikramaditya was not only a courageous person, but also an intelligent person. He gives an answer. When he gives an answer, the body goes back to this. Like this, so many stories. One of the stories, simple. Just to give you an example, one of the stories is he's carrying it and it asks the question. In an ashram there was a guru. The guru had a daughter. Giving you one example, rest you please read in the books. Alright, then it will become a story on that now. I'm only giving an entry point towards the Gita. Alright, one of the story is, there's an ashram, there was a guru. A guru had a beautiful daughter and 3 wonderful shishyas, students. All the 3 students were in love with the daughter. And each one was better than the other. Each one was so beautiful there. Now the daughter of the guru got so confused who to choose. The story goes, this Bhuta is telling now Veera Vikramaditya as he is keeping the body on the shoulder. Right? So gets confused. Right? Who to get? Because she can't choose now. She can't choose who it is. She commits suicide. You should not forget those days, Indian women were very conditioned. Nowadays they are very liberated. More liberated than men. Those days they are very conditioned. So therefore, who to choose? Now there's all 3. If 4th is included, I don't mind. Right? Those days they have to choose one. Alright? To choose one. Gets so confused because emotionally she was connected to all 3. And therefore the story goes, she commits suicide. When she commits suicide, the Bhuta is telling Veera Vikramaditya, alright, gets there. What is this? Now the body has to be burnt. When the body is burnt, the asti, the bones, alright, one takes the bones and goes away. With the hope he'll chant some mantra and bring back life. He believed in the power of mantras, so he takes one. The other person takes the bones and go and takes bath in all the rivers. Some purification may happen and something can happen. The third person kept the bones where she died and where she was burned with a certain bone. She was just there itself, the place. So the first person was there with a miracle that she may come back. That was the passion of love. Right? The other person takes there, protects the bones, just protects it, goes on giving bath. The third person just goes to learn some mantra, yantra and tantra, so that bring back to life. This Bhuta is telling Vikramaditya, as he is going all the way back to his Guru in the graveyard, and he is not supposed to talk, at the same time be very aware. And also there's another condition, which other condition is, if you know the answer and if you don't tell, then I'll kill you right now. There's another further in life also it is so complicated. If you know the answer and if you don't tell, right now I will kill you. And if he tells the answer, wink, it goes back. In life sometimes it's so complicated. And the third one he gives was, right, now the third person was just there itself where she died. Now and then this person who goes getting mantra etc. discovers a certain mantra, a guru gives him the mantra and says, take the bones of her, chant the mantra, which this man did not have the bones, chant the mantra at the same spot where she died and she was burned, then she'll come back to life. One guru told this person. So that person now, he didn't have any asti bones, he rushes to the spot, he finds this person. He says, where are the bones? He says, I do not know, I am here itself. But it is with the second Shishya who has gone there. He always goes to Ganga. He rushes there to that person. He has it. And he tells, I have learned, got the mantra. Takes the bone, comes to the spot, utters the mantra. She comes back to life. This time she is more beautiful. Now, who is she going to marry? Who is she going to marry? There's a question there. If you know the answer and don't answer, I will kill you. And if he answers, the Bhuta goes back. Like this 27 or 28 stories comes. It's mind stimulating stories. And if he doesn't, Vikramaditya knew the answer. If he doesn't say, he doesn't get killed, he will get killed. And therefore finally he gets the answer. Right? The one who has chanted the mantra and given back birth to this girl, he is more like a father given birth. The one who has protected the bones, that person is more like a son who is protecting. But the person who waited for her, that is a lover, so she'll marry that person. Right? Then the body goes back. Like this it comes. Finally Vikramaditya could get, and finally, without speaking, could reach this. And friends, if you see this, the whole purpose of this is two things. Be very aware and also be silent. Silent is, can we be relaxed? The Gita is going to take Ma Shuchaha when he said this. Don't worry. The Gita starts with Ashocyan Anvashochastvam Prajnavadhamscha Bhashase Gatasum Agatasumsha Panditaha na Anuchochanti. Starts of Ashocyan, the 11th verse of the second chapter, the Gita really starts. And ends with Ma Shuchaha, do not worry. So the whole message of the Gita is remove your shoka, your sorrow. And the message of the Gita is the shoka, sorrow is eliminated if you remove the cause of the sorrow. And the cause of the sorrow, shokasya karanam mohaha. The cause of your sorrow, shoka, is moha. So therefore the essence of the Gita is eliminate your shoka by removing the cause of the shoka, which is moha. When moha is eliminated, shoka is eliminated. Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate. There is nothing more pavitra than understanding. And therefore for personal excellence, this understanding, this knowledge, if it has to dawn, you have two conditions it is there. One, you have to be extremely aware like Veera Vikramaditya, and inwardly very silent. Inwardly silent. If you are not aware and not silent, you are not going to gain wisdom. You will only gain in concepts. Lot of people think if they can rattle out the Gita, quote the mantra, by rattling out the Gita and quoting the mantra without being existentially aware and without being inwardly silent, that is going to be only words, words and words. The word is not the thing, the description is not the described. Please get this very clearly before I start dwelling on personal excellence. Because a lot of people have read the Gita, it just becomes words. So therefore, if it has to be words as you are listening to these 4 days, be so alert